So I see lots of golfers putting lots and lots of effort into the swing, creating lots of speed, but unfortunately just not getting that into the golf ball. And the results, poor strike, poor direction, and really poor distance. But what if I told you that the best ball strikers in the world do something that you might never consider, and it actually allows them to not even swing at their quickest. So by the end of today, you'll be able to swing slower, but actually hit the ball further than ever. So hopefully that's exciting. We're talking about hitting the ball further and actually more accurately by putting less into the golf swing, but making you more efficient at getting the energy from the club head into the golf ball. Certainly a lot of golfers I see face to face and lots of comments I get on my channel are too many golfers don't get that nice powerful strike. So when I listen to golfers talk about the golf swing, they talk about lots and lots of different positions in their golf swing, working on those, kind of hoping that that strike and that impact will take care of itself. Well, I'm going to give you a different way of thinking about it today. I'm going to talk about reverse engineering your golf swing. So we're going to talk about learning what impact's actually like and then kind of building your swing around that. So, might sound odd, but if I said to most golfers, get into your address position, most golfers will do a pretty decent job of setting up to the golf ball. And I say, now, show me where you would like to be at impact. Rehearse your swing slowly and show me where you'd like to be at impact. And they'll make their move and they'll come back and they'll almost try and get back at impact where they were at address. But none of the best ball strikers in the world do that. What they do is they're into that address position and then by impact they've got a lot more weight into that lead side. The body's turning out the way much more. So we see an impact position much more like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at address, rehearse the impact position, and then just make some little swings trying to get that. And what I like to see, obviously, with good strike, is we want ball and then ground contacts with like the lowest point of the golf swing ahead or after the ball. We want to see less loft being delivered at impact. And therefore, for the club head speed that we're making, we want to see that ball speed maximum. So we're going to go address, rehearse that impact position just a couple of times, and then we're almost just going to swing back to waist height and try and recreate that. So that waist height, shift into that lead side, turn the body out the way, and that should collect. As long as we touch the ground, a lot of golfers, because they're used to bottoming out back here, they'll kind of miss the ground and top and thin it. So we want to feel that if that's where my golf ball is, I want to shift that way, turn out the way. And these first few shots, I don't really care how far the ball's going. This is just a case of get that nice strike on it. Okay, so we can see there, low point 5.7 inches ahead, clubs travelled down 7 degrees, launched at 11. Now that is very, very low when you think that this 7-iron's got 31 degrees, but we want to see lots and lots of loft off on the shorter swing, and then as you put a bit of length into the swing, then you'll start seeing it creep up a little bit, but certainly we don't want to be seeing anywhere near 31 degrees. We're then going to build a little bit of length into the swing and see if we can maintain those feels. And this really does get addictive. This is definitely a drill I love working on for my ball striking, and I could probably spend my whole practice session just working on this. So again, we're going to set up, rehearse where we want to be, then be a little bit longer. Now, when I do this drill face-to-face with golfers, it's amazing. Very often, even just that kind of swing, they start hitting the ball further than when they're making their normal swing. Because we don't see this, we start seeing more of this impact position with a lot of golfers. But work on it, and as we build to full swing, you actually might find that slightly shorter than full, you find it easier to get into that nice, powerful impact position. So from here, rehearse that impact position. Rehearse. Probably even for me, could feel like I get more into that lead side. And then just slightly shorter than full for me. can see 84 mile an hour, 4.5 inches ahead, 115, nearly 116 ball speed and 160 carry. And that is a comment I get a lot about golfers. They say, even though they might have hit a few out the middle before, like that, they talk about when they get that correct impact position, how much more powerful it is. And what we've got to remember is when you hit the ball in the middle of the club face, if you present less loft, you get more energy from the club head into the golf ball, which obviously helps you hit it further. So like I said, if we can reverse engineer the strike, so not worry about what's going on back here, just at address, rehearse that impact position, and then start building the swing. And can we create that forward shaft lean, that low point ahead, get some compression into the golf ball? It's amazing how your ball striking will really jump up, your distance will jump up, and surprisingly for most golfers, the control they get on the direction is much, much better. But make sure whenever you get a chance to practice, it's real quality. And if you can do this, I guarantee you'll hit some of the best shots you've ever hit.
If you can't go to impact and show me where you want to be when that club runs into the ball, I don't care how good your backswing is or your downswing or your follow through, you're never going to be as good as you could be. One of the very first skills is what is impact. So if you can't stand there and go, okay, here's where I need to be set up, there's how I run into the ball, and tap it so you feel where you're supposed to be at impact, I'm not sure you should be working on these big global patterns. It makes no sense to start with a golf swing, to start at address, and then go to here, and then go to here, and then go to here. Oh, and then we're going to get to impact. No, you should start with impact and understand what that is. And then you build your swing from impact to the top back to address is a more efficient way to build it. Because then the taskmaster in your brain takes over, and a lot of the problems that you have will just go away. Because those problems are movement patterns that have no relevance to where you're trying to get to at impact.
Using the impact line in your pre-shot routine reminds and helps you rehearse the forward handle position and de-lofted square club face that produce a lag impact.